Good morning, East Texas. Welcome to a morning stream this morning. We're going to be going over what you can expect for today and the next several days. I'm CBS19 Meteorologist Joel Robinson. Thank you so much for joining us today. We are currently streaming live on our CBS19 Plus streaming app as well as YouTube and Facebook. So thanks so much for joining us today. I'm going to take you over to our CBS19 live radar. We got a couple of showers in some of our northwestern parts of the viewing area, but by and large you can see very, very quiet conditions. That's at least going to be the case for now until we can get some heat going on during the daytime hours. I think we'll probably see temperatures in the low to mid 90s today, so that'll give us plenty of heat to get these storms going. We are expecting some widespread thunderstorms across the area. Some heavy downpours, definitely not out of the question, kind of like what we saw the past couple of days. More widespread storms are going to be possible today, and a more isolated risk for storms for tomorrow. And then maybe on Wednesday, I think most of us are actually going to be staying dry on Wednesday, thankfully, and then more isolated showers and thunderstorms will return to the forecast. We'll take a look at that full 7-day forecast so you can see right in front of you. But we saw plenty of rain across the area for the past several days in a row. This is just rainfall from yesterday. Almost 2 inches for Quitman, 1 1/4 for Kilgore, just a little bit below that for Pittsburgh, and just a little bit below that for Gilmer, and just under an inch for Longview and Tyler. So plenty of rainfall across the area. More is on the way for today in a scattered fashion. That's why we have a 50% chance for rain today, a 20% chance for Tuesday. I think most of us are going to be staying dry for Tuesday and especially Wednesday, of course. I think maybe a couple of pop-up showers and thunderstorms could be possible as we go into Tuesday. Wednesday will be dry altogether, and then we reintroduce some rain into the forecast as we head into Thursday, Friday, and Saturday in a very isolated fashion. And then Sunday, we look to be dry altogether as far as we know at this point. Our rainfall potential for the next couple of days, this is through Wednesday afternoon. Look at that. Very, very isolated in nature. A lot of us not really seeing anything at all. And this is just brand new data from just this morning. If you watched Morning Y'all this morning, had a little bit more widespread rain across the area. This is brand new data, so only a few of us may be getting in on potentially up to an inch of rain. So a couple of us seeing heavy downpours, a lot of us staying pretty dry. We're going to keep an eye on CBS19 live radar for the development of these storms as we go into the next couple of days, particularly today and tomorrow. Wednesday, I think, will be okay. Let's take a look at your future skycast here. We'll jump ahead right here just to kind of show you what it looks like. Again, this is brand new data. I think we're going to remain quiet for a good part of the day. What we saw on our CBS19 live radar earlier was these thunderstorms and rain off to our northwest. This is kind of what the model is portraying as of 2:30 p.m. this afternoon. So it's going to continue to stay to the north and west. That's where we saw most of those rainfall totals at, was right in our northwestern counties, and it looks like that's going to be mainly the case. And then most of us are going to be staying dry. Of course, you can't rule out maybe a stray passing shower or two. It's not going to be a washout by any means. Now, if you live in the northwestern parts of the viewing area, like Emory, Sulphur Springs, Canton, you'll probably get a little bit more in that direction. And just north of I-20 and going into the I-30 corridor, this is the better place to be if you want to see rainfall. Well, as a whole here, not going to be seeing a whole lot of rainfall across the area. We saw that with our rainfall potential graphic just previously here. But as we continue on through, dry altogether as we go into the early morning hours of Tuesday. We stay that way through the morning hours. Temperatures starting out in the low to mid 70s, so quite pleasant to start our Tuesday. A couple of passing pop-up showers are being modeled on this model here. Low 90s, mainly just dealing with kind of a mix of clouds and sun, but otherwise we're mainly just dry across the area. So that's really nice to see. Again, a couple of scattered pop-up showers, but by and large, not going to be dealing with any issues there. Same thing goes for Wednesday. We have mainly just warm. I wouldn't even say warm. We're going to be talking about hot conditions as we head into the next couple of days. Our highest temperature we've reached so far for 2025 happened on Saturday, July 12th. We got up to 95. We actually have a chance to beat that on Thursday and Friday of this week. We have highs right now projected at 96, so we'll see if it actually reaches that. But our highest so far is 95. And of course, there is the potential, and there's a lot of time left in the summer to break that. And that could be by the end of this week. This is what I'm talking about. Here's your 7-day forecast, 96 by Friday. Isolated thunderstorms going to be possible. We really ramp up on the heat, which also kind of helps us ramp up in those rain chances as well. You introduce heat, we have the humidity, we got rain chances. Now there is a little bit of dry air aloft for Wednesday. That's why we're not really worried about rain as far as Wednesday goes. Tuesday, still watching for maybe a couple of occasional pop-up showers and thunderstorms, but it's really going to look a lot like Wednesday. Very dry. Couple of us may be seeing a couple of passing showers, but I think most of us are going to be remaining dry for Tuesday, and then Wednesday I think we're going to be dry altogether. We're going to keep an eye on that as new data comes in. But we are looking at temperatures near 95, 96 on Thursday and Friday, so we have a chance to beat it. And those low temperatures staying very warm in the low to mid 70s. And whenever you get lows like this, and of course we live in Texas, right? We're in Texas. Plenty of humidity across the board. And so that's why, I mean, not only are we hot, but the dew points are around the low to mid 70s, and that's where these low temperatures kind of, aim for that kind of mark there. So that's how you really know that it's humid. So we're only seeing low temperatures in the low to mid 70s, plenty of humidity out there. So we're going to continue to watch, especially towards the end of the week. There is the potential. Me and Chief Meteorologist Brett Anthony have been kind of talking a little bit about some residual tropical moisture as we head into the later parts of this week, particularly this weekend. And that's kind of where these rain chances are coming in. So you see you got an isolated thunderstorm or two possible Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I think it's mainly going to be for Friday and Saturday. And then it looks like the more robust chance of rain, we may have to tweak it a little bit for Saturday, but you see how the temperature goes down to 94. I think there's definitely a chance there. The confidence is kind of low right now because it is far out, but the chance is definitely there for a decent amount of rain. That's why we have a high temperature of 94 instead of 96. So we're going to keep an eye on that as we go forward. And man, even without the rain, between rain and before the rain, after the rain, whenever there's not rain, it's definitely going to be very hot. So our forecast heat index as we head into tomorrow afternoon, or actually this afternoon, feeling like the upper 90s to triple digits in a lot of locations. And you can see that westerly wind. So it brings in a little bit of dry air to the forecast. That's why we have a reduced rain chance as we head into tomorrow and Wednesday. It's because we do have a little bit of a southwest wind kind of keeping us a little bit at bay, I would say, as far as our rain chances go. But as we continue on through, feeling like the 80s overnight, lots of humidity. Because we have a reduced chance for rain tomorrow, we got temperatures feeling like the triple digits. Youch. So that's what we have going on for the next couple of days here. And the same is going to apply for the next several days in a row, especially because we increase in those temperatures into the middle 90s. So I would not be surprised to see by the end of the week temperatures feeling like the middle, or I should say 105 to 110, or 110. 110 is not a number, silly me. So 105 to 110, everybody. Feels like temperatures as we head into the rest of this week. So that's kind of what we're tracking. Again, we're tracking heat, plenty of it. We're tracking humidity, and we're tracking rain chances for today especially. And once again, it looks like it's mainly going to be for our northwestern counties. Let's pull up future skycast one more time, and then if you all have any questions, let me know here. I can answer whatever you have. So again, you can see on the model here, on our future skycast model, what we have is rain mainly staying in our northwestern parts of the viewing area. So Canton, Mineola, Emory, Sulphur Springs, you are most likely to see some of the heaviest rain and the most rain out of all of East Texas. A lot of us staying pretty dry. So if you have anything planned outside, definitely don't, forget your rain gear, of course. But I think the chances at this point are definitely a little bit lower, seeing as we are expecting rain in mainly our northwestern parts of the viewing area. So that's what today looks like. Again, could have a couple of showers move through during the late evening hours, maybe around dinner time, maybe a little bit after. But after that, we're all set, we're all dry, and by tomorrow morning, we'll be nice and clear, temperatures in the low 70s. A couple of showers may be possible, a couple of sprinkles may be possible as we head into Tuesday, but overall, it's a very dry Tuesday. It's also a very dry Wednesday, and then we start to get in on a little bit more moisture towards the end of the week, and especially this weekend. We're tracking remnants of a tropical storm that could be coming into East Texas, and that will fuel some rain chances. So that's what we have going on as far as our forecast here. Now I'm going to pull up the questions on Facebook if you have any questions there. And of course, if I missed your question and you have a question after this live stream ends, I will be sure to get to you, but that's what we have. So to recap, rain chances for today, couple of rain chances for tomorrow. The heat builds up. We could potentially see some of our hottest days, especially as we go into this weekend, could beat it by about a degree or so. So 96, 97, definitely not out of the question, especially this weekend. And then we have also some remnants of a tropical storm that could be making its way into East Texas, fueling some rain chances. So we'll keep an eye on that. Me and Chief Meteorologist Brett Anthony will have the latest forecast updates as we carry on through the week. But for now, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. But thank you so much for watching, and stay weather aware and definitely stay cool, and definitely don't forget to pack your rain gear today. Have a great day, everybody.